As we all know by now, the Denver Broncos dropped their season and home opener to the Tennessee Titans 16-14. Denver, they got a late lead, but that fell through with a field goal by the Titans with 17 seconds left on the clock. There are a lot of issues with this game, but let's focus on a positive part of the game with who was the MVP against the Titans. This may be a shock to many, but left tackle Garett Bolles wins it for week 1. It was not an easy game for Bolles, having to face Harold Landry and Jadeveon Clowney, but he more than held his own and allowed only one pressure, but even more promising was no penalties. There were some negative plays from Bolles. A handful of them were run plays where Bolles just needed a better sustain on his run blocks, and his assignment either ended up making the tackle or assisting with it. There were about 3 pass plays that Bolles had a mishap on, but whoever makes the line calls was doing Bolles no favor, leaving him a lot on his own in 1v2 situations. On one play, Bolles did get away with the hold that was done to protect Drew Lock though. One of the most impressive plays from Bolles was a play where Jadeveon Clowney knocked Bolles' hands down, and instead of grabbing hold, Bolles used his body to sustain his block until he got his hands up and into proper position. Now, the Broncos did give him help from the scheme at times, but they also left him on an island a lot. There were multiple occasions he had to take on 2 rushers because the call at the line took help from his side, but Bolles did the best he could. That should not detract from the game Bolles had or make it any less impressive. The technique was much better and far more consistent play to play compared to last year, even during the final 5 games where Bolles actually played well. Denver needs Bolles to sustain this level of play because consistency has been such an issue with his play. He got tested week 1 and will again next week with facing the Steelers, who have Bud Dupree and TJ Watt, a true test to see if he can chain good games together. For Mile High Huddle and Sports Illustrated, I'm Eric Trickle.